London at the moment is blue.
I want to render my sincere apology to Wisdom and to Chelsea fans. You see,
what the enemy meant for
Wait, which enemy? Which enemy?
I don't know. You cannot become the world champion if you've not passed the Chelsea test. For investors,
and they win trophies before us now.
Can't win Club World Cup.
And they win trophies before us now.
Yeah, wait. No,
Coach George, forget.
Football Banter.
London at the moment is blue. Congratulations to every Chelsea fan out there. And, Wheezy, of course. So, ground roll. We'll open the floor for Wheezy. Congratulations.
Let's clap for the champion.
Let's clap for the champion.
World champion.
Now why you wear glasses today? Champion.
World champion.
Yes.
I want to sing this song, bro.
Okay, now.
What the enemy meant for evil.
Wait, which enemy? Which enemy?
I don't know. Which enemy?
God has torn
London, they blue.
enemy for my good.
Okay.
Congratulations. Up
Chelsea.
Yeah. The
Thank
Blues.
you, sir.
So congratulations to every Chelsea fan out there and everyone who, I know a lot of you Chelsea fans didn't even believe that you were going to win the match. Even as on the other side of London, I had more faith in Chelsea than you did. But congratulations, and I didn't expect anything less actually. Even though Coach and Ebuka, were all, coming in from all wings.
Divine. But I was really optimistic about this final because I said it before, but the greatest test for PSG will be Chelsea. You cannot become the world champion if you've not passed the Chelsea test. And you cannot become the world champion if you never passed the Chelsea test. You get
that's a bold one.
And
even for the White House.
Yes, now. And people were saying PSG beats Real Madrid, beats Bayern, beats Atletico, blah 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 blah, until they met Chelsea. And you see, waiting can even give us that when we wear our blue, say PSG wear a white bar, so it can't be like say na Tottenham would they play. You can't be like say na Tottenham. You can't be like say na our London rival.
Tottenham not collect straight bullets.
They hit them. So, but see, when you call Chelsea, put some respect because we've proven that as wrong over and over again. In 2012, we did that. In 2021, I said it every time we become an underdog. See, the blood, the hot, and we go there to create history, and that's what this Chelsea team have done. See, kudos to Maresca and his team. Nobody would have thought. I was optimistic, and I believe 100% that we were going to win. And guess what?
Actually, the odds were in your favor. So
it was not going into the match.
Going to the match, the odds were against you. And a lot of course, rightly so, like I've said on the show in the last episode, PSG have been the best team in the whole of Europe. And on that day, they didn't show up, even though they didn't show up because they didn't really give Chelsea a fight. Chelsea came into the match with the mind to, it's Chelsea and a final. It's now become a fetish or a myth. Chelsea doesn't lose finals. So if you're going to play Chelsea in the final, then you have to forget whatever you have achieved before and come in hungry, right? So I think PSG went to sleep on the day, because I didn't even see, there was no battle. It wasn't a contest. I wish it was more of a contest, and eventually Chelsea won. But it was a very easy win for Chelsea. So let's look at the technical part now, Ebuka. Let's look at the technical part.
First of all, before we look at before we start with the technical part there, I want to render my sincere apology to Wisdom, to Chelsea, and to Chelsea fans. You see, it's just that I like working with clear facts and what I see at the moment. And what was clear was PSG winning Chelsea, no doubt. So that was why I supported. When I say support,
don't explain yourself.
So good one for Chelsea, and big respect to Chelsea and Chelsea fans for knowing their identity and sticking to their club. And at this time, I supported their club. Then also things that I learned in this game, like you guys have said, when Chelsea are the underdog, in fact, the most dangerous team to play is an underdog Chelsea. And also, Chelsea in the final is a tough nut to crack because we have seen even the ones that they've lost. They lost with just slim margins, either penalty or one goal, and they've won more. And they've won more finals. So it's a good one. And with this young lad and their coach and everything. Now, speaking on the coach and the young lads, the tactics. You see, going into the game, I forgot that Chelsea is a team that is filled with a lot of talent, and they can actually play any pattern that they want to play because they have this variety of talent that can play any pattern in football. You understand? And it was just left for Enzo Maresca to string everything together, and I did not trust him, to be honest. But actually, he surprised us, and he went for Reece James in the midfield. He went for almost the same formation, that the same squad that he used against Flamengo that's failed. And if you remember, Chelsea fans did not want to see that. They did not support it. And they were even against it. They were like, why will you have an Andre Santos and people are playing with James in the middle? But it was for a cause. And we could see that, yes, it failed against Flamengo. It worked well against PSG. Why? Because PSG is a team that knows how to press. And you need players that are press resistant. Reece James is the coolest player you can ever think of in Chelsea. See, you know that trend, chill guy. Reece James, the representation of chill guy. And also the other midfielders, Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez, they are also press resistance, are very good, and they know how to mark out their opponents. So the thing was limit Vitinha, and that was what they did. Yes, it was not clear, but Vitinha could not see all those spaces in which he could run to and do all those 1-2 pass. Not those is 1-2 pass now, because his players' position and everything were countered by Chelsea defending and pressing. They were marking the PSG players one-on-one, and they could win the ball. So there were no clear passes. And if you see, and when they win the ball, Chelsea were able to hurt them. As you could see what Cole Palmer could do with them. So
Coach. What's your own, since right now it feels like you've been humbled, your tsunami refused to show up. So tell us.
Turned down, the flow.
Congratulations to the Chelsea fans. Like I always say, football is round. That's it, football is round. It can go either way. I said it can go either way. Though I was very sure. It's like a child. A teacher tells you that the test will be 1 + 1. And the answer is 2. Definitely when you get into that class, if you find, if you are not someone who reasons, if you see 2 + 2, you put it still 2. You get it? So PSG, on the other hand, they didn't do well. But here we should note something, that Chelsea, to have chosen Chelsea to win this match, is either you are a die-hearted Chelsea fan or you are a bet odd chaser. To go for that.
You want top sports.
Because the reality are there. But on the other hand, I fail to understand something, that anybody who double crosses Madrid in the semi-finals or in the quarterfinals ends up not winning the Champions League. Wow. Or ends up not winning the trophy.
Come on, please.
Because
this
is where I was actually rigmaroled upstairs. Because I should have seen this coming. But on the other hand, Chelsea took their moments, and football at times, even the greatest coaches on earth do blunder. Like I would say, football is a gamble. You gamble on tactics, but what I always advise people to learn is that when you have a system, try to provide or improvise for the counter system. If you have a formula, try to have a counter formula of that formula. Because if Enrique had reasoned this, knowing that this formula that I'm using, the short sharp shock, that's the first strike policy, go in, score first. If he had known that, if he had looked for a countermeasures to that, I don't think this match would have gone 3-0 in the first half.
Actually,
that's one thing. And the second thing is, I never knew that the fish in the river called PSG was Chelsea. And that river did not have the right velocity to bring down trees. Unfortunately, the fish had to swim out, and the fish had to sail through.
Okay, so but actually, I think from what you just analyzed right now with regards to the policy or the system, Chelsea actually used it against PSG.
That's why I said they didn't see the counter system. Because
Because-
if they had seen the counter system,
Yes.
when they saw Chelsea already, because what happened with PSG is that they believe in possession. Possession, they release it by the site. The site, that's where they orchestrate the havoc, the strike. That's where they begin. You understand? So now, Chelsea actually contain, you understand, that transmission. They cut off the supplies from the interior to the exterior.
Yeah.
They cut off the supplies. So the exterior,
limited Vitinha.
the exterior, that's the flank became useless.
Yes.
From what I saw on the match, it wasn't even they didn't even care about Vitinha. What I saw was this: Chelsea made sure that no PSG player held the ball for less than for more than
that's what I'm telling you. That's why that's the limiting of Vitinha.
Remember, in my pre-match banter, I said this, that be careful with a team who plays concoction football like Chelsea. They run everywhere, they mark everybody. You get me? It becomes difficult for you to hold the ball. Now, what a coach has to do is you impose a fast play game whereby no player holds the ball. But in PSG, we have ball carriers, likes of Dembele, Vasqueria, Vitinha, blah, 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 blah. They all carry the ball. So once they are blocked,
they neutralize.
You understand? They neutralize them because now they cannot excite the system of one. You understand that fast play?
And coach, sorry to chip in. Also, the best carrier and then their system flows through Vitinha. And once he's limited, he could not see his passes quickly. You see, Vitinha normally even wasted so much time with the ball. He could not release his passes as quick as he used to do. And it was bad for them. The flanks were cut off.
Yeah, because at one point he was using Hakimi.
He just had to go back. And
the way I watched PSG close down, opponents was the way Chelsea were closing them down. When Varaskelia is on the ball, you have like 6 players on Varaskelia.
Yeah.
When Hakimi is on the ball, you have like 6 players on Hakimi.
they closed the
That's where I give credit to Chelsea because mobility, like I said, football doesn't sit on a chair. Football doesn't sit on a chair. If you sit on a chair, it's no longer football. You understand? Football is not meant for cripples or for whatever. They have their own game, even though they call them football. Football is what? Mobility. Constant mobility. That's why you heard Guardiola said the other time back then that they asked him, what's your secret? He said, my secret is run. Run in, on, and off the ball. You must run. If you don't do that, and that has to do with a lot of endurance, you need to do that.
Now, talking about run, it shows that this young squad, what the owners have been doing is not a fluke.
No a fluke.
Now,
It's not a fluke. Kudos to Todd Bowley.
PSG2 is a very young squad. Yeah. And if you go through that game yesterday, you discover that Chelsea had to match the energy of PSG.
Yes.
And it's
Exceeded.
different.
It's matched. Exceeded the energy.
Exceeded.
It wasn't even matched.
It's different if you have older players that cannot match
their energy.
Energy. And so that was one strategy Chelsea used. And then talking about Kopama. I said it here that Kopama is a world-class player.
He's the best finisher right now. He's the best finisher.
Kopama cannot start in the PSG's
No.
I was telling them,
See,
you know who Kopama
you
is?
see that second goal? They need to frame that goal.
No, but we need to
Put
understand.
some for gallery. Frame him.
I understand where they are coming from because PSG naturally they don't play the number 10. They don't really use the number 10. You get so Kopama might struggle unless they use the wing, which I feel he can still play as a winger.
The right wing.
So I think that's where the problem.
But we should not also take out this. We should also look at this. We need to understand that, like I always say, commitment is the key to victory, to success in football. If you're not committed, boom, you're out of the game. I think PSG came into this game with a lot of disrespect for Chelsea. They did not respect their opponent. And when you don't respect your opponent, you pay cash. In the first place, I think they were so overwhelmed with the Champions League they've won, with the big guns they brought down. You understand? And I'm talking about the psychology now. And Enrique, they saw a Chelsea team with big gun, no great player in it, no caliber. And those are the things. Those are the things that at times you play a team like Chelsea that has no name. And you feel it's an easy ride. No, but by the time you discover
Coach, let me say something.
Look at the start of the game.
Let me say something. To be fair, PSG did not underrate Chelsea.
They not underrate Chelsea.
See,
That is it.
see,
That's just the truth.
If you watch that
For me,
match,
it's the world.
You know what?
Nah,
Do you know why I
It's
say
not
that?
PSG. It's the
world.
world.
No,
It's
you.
me.
You know
It's
why I
you.
said so. You
The
know
fans.
that
We
one-
vote
that
football
one-
fans.
But let me just, before you continue, let me say something. See, did you see how PSG played against Atletico? Do you see
Real
how they
Madrid.
played against Real Madrid? Do you see how they abandoned they started their matches against this
See,
team?
Real Madrid-
It was on a big velocity. That's why I termed them a river, because
You understand?
But this one, this time
Coach,
around,
you know why?
they were,
let me explain.
it was the opposite.
Yeah.
Coach, see, you see, you're losing something. From the moment the whistle went off, right? There is something that an advantage PSG usually have is how they kickstart their game.
Starts and that first goal policy.
Now, when Chelsea was the one kickstarting the game, you could see that Chelsea used that same style.
Exactly.
Now, PSG did not. It's not like they underrated Chelsea. They didn't understand what was going on. They were not in the game. They didn't show up at all. It wasn't underrating.
No,
they were lost.
Don't even say they didn't show up.
I said, listen to me now. That's why I went back to the drawing board, to the coaching drawing board. That when you have a system, you must look for the counter system.
Okay.
Because if he had done that counter system, immediately he saw Chelsea using this other pattern, he would have switched to.
Now that's
the
what you
other.
will say. They don't have the
understand?
counter
And that's
system.
why. And that's why I said that. That's why I said the match psychologically was not fully prepared. Because everything begins from the
and
upstairs.
psychologically, I feel the Chelsea players now become more stronger psychologically because the whole world, I was here blasting Chelsea. So many other people we did not even give Chelsea a chance, and even some Chelsea fans did not give Chelsea a chance.
You see,
so and those players they're not cartons. They are players that also want to make their name. They want to make their mark in football.
You see
and they have talent also.
You see something.
So they have to turn up.
When it also comes to the game of football, like I said on that previous episode, personality, mentality, like the strength of character. You see, Chelsea has the strength of. That's why even if PSG was going to win that match, it probably would have been a maybe 2-1 or it will never be a whitewash.
Yeah.
Because the Chelsea team have players that have strength of character.
Yeah.
You have someone like Reece James.
You mentioned that.
You have someone like Caicedo. Even Enzo Fernandez.
World
Cup winner.
Cucurella.
So you have people.
Palmer.
You have people who would not mind. They don't hold anything. You will not embarrass them. You will not embarrass them.
Yeah,
So that strength of character
and
was
that's just it because PSG, if you look at it, PSG came with a normal style that have been working
Normal
for them,
style.
and they wanted to play it. They
But-
did not play bad. It's just that Chelsea be better.
Chelsea did not.
Let's
allow
not
them.
take anything away from Chelsea.
Let's
Let's not take anything away from Chelsea.
We are not taking out anything from
being the
Chelsea.
best team in that game.
Chelsea did well, but what I'm looking at, like me, I always say this. I always look at the negative.
Yeah.
What went wrong and look for possible solution.
Because
now, if I can't imagine how Enrique is feeling. I can't imagine. You understand? But it's a sad day for him. It's going to be a sad day for him that
And they will need to go back to the drawing board.
after everything he has done, you end up losing to
It's
Chelsea.
football.
How come?
It's football.
How come
Yeah,
Chelsea?
Chelsea,
But that's football.
No,
You get
it's
it?
football.
That's
But
football,
wait,
and
but-
it's round. You should just understand
But
that
again,
it's round.
again-
I saw him on the bench.
They were clueless. They were all clueless on the bench.
Did Enrique throw punch?
Yeah, he slapped
with
Joao Pedro.
Joao Pedro.
He
No,
did-
he
it wasn't on the bench.
He held him
yeah,
on
he held
the-
it
on
short.
the-
Yeah.
It wasn't on the bench.
But
all
according
those
to him, he
all
said he
those
was trying to separate the fight. Then things got heated up.
all those things, when you begin to throw punch or when you begin to hold a player
shows
as a
frustration.
coach.
That was after the match anyway.
Yeah.
Even after
Even
or
during the
before.
game, they were fighting themselves. And
You
see
get it.
Joao Neves pulling Cucurella's hair and stuff.
You
They
get it.
lost
Those
their
things,
their composure.
That's what I'm talking about. The psych factor.
So another
Because-
thing, you know, so this football banter. I must banter. Number one, respect with Chelsea. See, you don't know waiting una don't get, waiting una don't win as a Chelsea fan.
You want drag us on
See,
enter.
no man, now. But first, before I drag us now, as a Chelsea fan, you don't know waiting una don't get. You see that circle una go wear
years.
for 4 years. Now big bragging.
We've
See,
redeemed England.
the first in the world.
Yeah.
Number one, the first in the world. And like this, una be world champion. What not be UEFA
You don't do that. We
world
do
champion. Number two,
Number 2,
una dey wear that for
Leave it
4
make it
years.
talk now. Why
Nobody,
Nobody
nobody ever won this edition of the
They don't
Club
take
World
time.
Cup. Only Chelsea. So I want advice now. All this time we ask now the gun but do to now. Muna no Creole.
No, they
Which
know
one?
now.
I can't they see.
We
are together. London is one.
we actually know that. We actually know that.
They want share trophy where
we
they don't
actually
win
know
with
that
you now.
London is blue. And
See, at the moment, London is blue. As an Arsenal fan, I'm saying that at the moment, London is blue.
No.
Right?
Make I
No,
tell that.
London is blue because the recent champions in London is Chelsea. Yes, when Arsenal do their job and also become victorious, then the color changes. It's as simple as that.
And-
I just got this season. So Arsenal fans want share trophy because they don't win this season.
Coach, don't they appreciate waiting Chelsea they do? Because even his club, they posted something on X. They congratulated Chelsea. You get, and I like the fact say he talk say if you know if he eliminates Madrid, then no say sorry if you go.
He say anybody will come on Madrid.
Yes.
But he applies to that team apart from Baka.
No. You get to
Apply for that team
understand.
apart from Baka
Now,
because
wait till we don't
we they
see
win
now.
them, they go
Now,
win the
wait till we
Champions
don't
League.
see.
Okay.
I beg, ma talk
Oh, yeah,
one thing.
okay.
Ma talk one thing. Bro.
Yeah.
Now, ba, our blue co-owners, if you check this season, the only clubs we don't win PSG now from the blue co-owners.
Don't be lie, Strasbourg.
Chelsea and how they call themselves?
Chelsea, Strasbourg.
Arsenal don't beat
Also
PSG
Nice.
now.
Nice won them.
No, where they don't get this form.
Yeah. Nice won them
Yeah,
recently.
when they don't get this form.
Towards the end of the season.
And then
Then Botafogo.
who watch when Trump
Trump don't be Chelsea player.
Trump had to
I
stay.
say they jump
So
with
that
Chelsea.
He had to stay.
Very soon, well, here we
witness
go.
it.
Trump to
And-
Chelsea.
And it's so amazing because this thing is going to. I'm so looking forward to the season because it's just like a booster for Chelsea. They want to show the world. And the money they've made, guys. Chelsea don't cash out.
Just don't cash out.
They don't cash
Before
out.
Just
we
don't cash
round
out,
up
just
this
don't cash out.
episode, before we round up, Ebuka, celebrate with persuade or make 'em.
Yeah, okay.
There's no wrong thing in Arsenal celebrating with Chelsea.
No,
This one we don't bring and say
You want to make am-
everybody they celebrate.
Everybody knows say Arsenal they prepare something.
Everybody they
And
celebrate.
Arsenal it don't go come just like Chelsea, just like Chelsea come up from Conference League.
Coach,
Come
some
with
things
no
are
weapon.
constant.
See, yes.
Wait till they
Some things
constant.
are constant.
What is
Chelsea,
constant?
as an underdog in a final winning is constant. Madrid winning the Champions League is constant. Arsenal not winning the trophy is constant.
No.
All the
Sorry,
time.
Duane. Sorry, Duane.
From the beginning of the season, if they tell you say Chelsea go win this trophy,
You know,
this one
I for not believe
He
now.
give Chelsea
I don't give
the
them chance now.
That's why I tell you say, wait till the apple Chelsea are biggest going to learn.
Coach.
Life not turned by.
Now turn by turn, normal.
Coach, you know why we dey talk this thing? We know why we dey banter Arsenal. Now because how can you expect Chelsea they get sanctioned, they come out, they rebuild, they sack
Jesus.
Potter, they sack
Sack how
people,
many coaches?
They come
They
all
play
of a sudden
Conference
Maresca
League.
can't change everything. Can't win for him first season.
And they
can't
win trophies before
Conference
Arsenal.
League, can't win Club World Cup.
And they win trophies before Arsenal.
Yeah, wait, no,
Coach, forget.
Okay.
Why? Because it shows that. It shows that. See,
Close show.
At this point, no. You don't digress. You don't digress. You are digressing.
Close show. This is what
You are digressing.
No, not true.
You are digressing. You are digressing. It's an unnecessary banter.
Okay. Land.
Maresca and Arteta now Guardiola students back.
No, man.
He show who pass through school and who school pass through.
Drop mic. Here we close the show.
Forget about that story.
Like, share, comment.
Calm down.
Wait, you want to respond?
No, I want to respond.
No try to respond here.
No respond.
No guy,
No respond not here.
Aura.
They don't talk am.
In
Aura.
just talk, say.
Aura.
Wait, can you calm down now? In just talk now, say. Then fire how many coaches? How many coaches?
So,
Okay,
no,
good.
like 3.
Good. Before you eventually arrive at this Maresca and this team when win you trophy, how much you spend altogether?
The money no be the matter.
No money with the matter.
Because
even with that
you
much,
feel give
You will not
give Arteta that money.
I tell you say no respond. I tell you say no respond.
You don't want this conversation.
Championship
No,
coach, oh.
you cannot say the money no matter. The moment you say the money no matter, I mean say you are not being realistic.
No.
All right, guys. Until then, we'll see you in the next episode. Let us know what you think about the conversations today, and the banter continues.
Yeah.
See you in the next episode.
Up
Bye for now.
Chelsea, up Chelsea.
No Chelsea, no
Lie.
We
football.
there with you, Chelsea.
Football Banter.